What kind of book did we say?
The book, a first grade book. Ooh, forgot.
You remember?
A non-fiction chapter book about
We're going to be working
what
on
we know a lot about.
non-fiction chapter books on topics that we are experts on. And I will tell you that we are experts on a lot of things.
An expert of
Okay,
playing
so
Wikipedia.
today we're going to talk about how writers do. Oh, I need to get my cheat sheet. Hold on.
Okay. She has to say. Miss Dowdy. Why is it? Watching. Did you hear that? Who should do I watching you? Oh, I got camera. What's
Okay,
camera? Hey, you
when we were doing our small moment stories, we were writing narrative, which is a story. And now we're going to be writing information or non-fiction books. So I have a storybook, our Night of the Veggie Monster, and I have a non-fiction or informational book. I'm going to read just a couple pages out of each one, and I want you to be thinking about what's the difference between this story and this non-fiction or informational book. Okay, so we'll start with the story. Night of the Veggie Monster. Okay. Something terrible happens every Tuesday night. It's not the pork chops or the mashed potatoes. It all starts when I'm forced to eat. Time for another fun-filled hour. Peas! A whole 3 tonight. My parents act as if I'm making it all up, but I'm not. I wonder how soon before he starts. Oh, should be any minute now. So, story, right? Narrative. Now I'm going to read a couple pages out of our information or non-fiction. So, this is called Sharks. This is a non-fiction book. I want you to think about what's different between this book and the story that I just
I
read.
read that one before. The original has real pictures of. Did you notice that?
So, here's our table of contents. All right.
iPad.
Chump. Shark pups. Pups grow up. What big teeth you have. Imagine this. Blue ribbon sharks. Now you see them. Now you don't. Shark attack. People attack. Picture glossary.
Can we watch people attack? I want to see people attack.
Chomp.
No, nobody attack.
What is quick? What is quiet? What has 5 rows of teeth? What glides through the water? Chomp! It's a shark. Sharks live in all of Earth's oceans. They have been here for a long time, Ezra. Sharks were here before dinosaurs. And this says oceanic white-tip shark.
Oceanic.
A
A
shark is a fish, but a shark is not like other fish. Sharks do not have bones. They have soft cartilage instead. Cartilage helps sharks twist and turn. Cartilage helps sharks move and bend. Then up here it says word bites. I think it's going to tell us what cartilage is. Cartilage is light, strong, and rubbery. The tip of your nose is cartilage. Can you feel how soft it is?
Oh yeah.
You can almost move it, right?
That's what Mom told me.
And this is a picture of a hammerhead shark. Shark tail fins are larger on top.
That's a cool song.
This helps them move through the water better. If a shark loses a tooth, a new one moves forward to take its place. Shark skin feels bumpy and rough. It's hard like sandpaper. It protects sharks and helps them swim faster. Okay, who wants to tell me? Raise your hand.
my bow?
What's something that you noticed?
Like
What's different
attached.
about this narrative storybook and this informational book? Caleb, what's something you noticed?
That one is a book about food, and this one is a book about sharks.
Okay. Is this a book that teaches us about food?
No. Just tells about a boy that gets so crazy about peas.
Mallory?
That one of them doesn't tell us facts and one does.
Okay, which one told us facts?
The shark one.
All right, this one. Abby?
That this book has made up pictures, and the shark book has real information and real pictures of shark.
So the illustrations are different, right? These look like maybe they might be drawn, and these look like they might be real-life photographs. Caleb, you need to sit up, please. Sienna.
This one's a non-fishing book, and that one just this book that someone drew. It took a picture of real food.
You think those might be real food. So this one is informational, right? What else? Anything else that we noticed?
That is real food.
Abby?
That
Please don't kick that iPad.
This book has a table of contents, and this book just has a title page.
So why do you think that this book might need a table of contents?
Because it has.
Caleb.
They want to tell people like the pages that different things are about. So like, pages 4 to 7 are like about certain and different pages about different things. So they can tell the reader what pages are what. Like if you want to go to a certain page, you can look.
So
for
if
it.
we want to learn about just shark teeth, do we have to read this whole book to learn about just shark teeth? No, we can go to our table of contents and see where we think we might learn about shark teeth, like this chapter, what big teeth you have, right? We can skip to the information we need to know. So today, we are going to become teachers, and we are going to teach our reader something that we are an expert on. When we tell a story, we often have a little bit of a different voice when we're telling a story versus when we are teaching something. Caleb, give me that pencil.
Here.
Sit right there, next to Ellen.
A second.
So, when we have a teaching voice, we are trying to teach our reader, or in this case right now, the person that we're talking to, something that we know. What is something that we might really be experts on? Abby.
Making donuts.
Okay, how about, right now let's think about something that we all might be an expert on. I know we have our individual things. Mallory?
Games.
Games, what kind of games?
I don't know.
All right, we could say
Games that
games.
people like video games.
No,
Okay.
no one likes
What else? Abby?
An expert on food, because we all eat it. So
Okay.
we all know what it looks like and what it tastes like.
All right.
And how to make it.
Caleb?
Arcade video game. Arcade game.
Arcade games?
Yeah,
All right.
and they're really fun. No,
So-
I only have arcade games.
So maybe I might want to write a non-fiction book about games, okay? I'm going to think about what kind of games there are. So if I'm partners with Sadie, I'm going to look at Sadie and I'm going to tell her I'm an expert on games. And I'm going to use my hand to help me organize my thoughts. So I'm going to say to Sadie, I'm an expert on games. And then I might say, number one, or first, we, maybe I might talk about video games. All right, so what's something we know about video games? Abby.
That different types of video games might need controllers and might take place on an iPad or Kindle.
Okay, so video games need a controller and they might take place on an iPad. What if I'm talking about number two, board games? Mallory, what could I say about board games?
that they always have to have something to play on.
Okay, so they always have to have a game board. So I might say, when you use board games, you need to have a board.
No, you can buy a game board on a Kindle. Good.
How about number 3, my subtopic? So I picked games as my big topic. My first type of game I'm going to talk about is video games. My second type is board games. What's another type of game?
Roblox.
What?
Roblox.
Roblox?
How do you play
What kind of game is that?
It's like Minecraft,
So it's on it. So we did video games. So we've done video games. We did board games. What's another type of game, Abby?
card games.
Card games. Right? So I could say card games are a type of game. When you play a card game, you need a deck of cards. All right? How about another type of game? We have video games, board games, card games. Sadie.
Outside games, like playing tag.
So maybe we could call them playground games. What can you tell me about a playground game?
That you can play tag.
What are you doing? Don't play with her shoes.
You could play tag and like run around, play games.
So when we do playground games, we need to be on the playground, and they often involve running around. What is another type of game, Abby?
Snow games, like rolling down the hill, making a snowman, sledding, eating snow, stuff like that.
Okay, so we might say that we're going to talk about my last subtopic is going to be snow games, and I know that in order to play snow games, you need snow.
Yeah.
And one type of snow game that is a lot of fun is King of the Hill.
What about playing with other people? Playing games with other people. Imaginary games.
So that might be something that if you were talking about board games, you might say something like you really need to play with more than one person.
Like playing with your baby brother or your baby sister. He means like playing like a baby.
Abby and Ezra, sit up on the bench.
Playing your brother or sister. Like playing games.
What kind of game would you play?
Playing fetch.
Okay, fetch is a game that you play with your dog. So, I came up with my big topic, right, that I am Sadie and Abby, an expert on, okay? Games. And then I picked out 5 types of games that I could teach my reader about. So today, we are going to partner up, and we are going to practice teaching another person something that we are an expert on. I want you to be able to think of 5 things about whatever you are an expert on. And you're going to tell them using a teaching voice, right? So when you play board games, you need to have a board and you need to have more than one person, right?
Anyway, card game you need more than one person too.
Card games, you normally need more than one person, right? So, we
Except
are going
solitaire.
to...
There is solitaire.
Ezra, you may either choose the topic that you shared at morning meeting today, or if you have a new topic that you would rather write about than what you shared at morning meeting, that is okay. So you're going to, what we're going to do is have partner up in a minute, Caleb.
But someone's going to have to be in a 3 group.
That's right. Partner up, and we are going to take turns teaching our partner what we are an expert on. 5 things, and then afterwards we will go back, and I have new, these are our writing books for our Gabe informational chapter book.
No,
Okay?
we all have to be in a 3 group.
So,
No, 3,
like,
3, and 3.
this is the new paper, Sienna, stop, that we are going to use for our informational chapter book, okay? So I'm going to have,
Wait, we can all be in a group of 3 because there's 9 of us.
Not like 2.
nope, I'm going to have, stop. I'm going to have Mallory and Gabe be partners. And I'm gonna have, so you can go find anywhere that you want.
Do we need those?
You wanna take this now? You can take it now. But right now we're just teaching our partner with our
But how am I supposed to think of 5 things? Because I don't think of anything else, and I want to do my horses, but I don't know.
Okay, hold that up. Okay, Helen and Blake.
What's your Caleb?
Caleb and Sadie and Abby and Ezra and Leanna. I want you to go with Helen and Blake.
Oh, that's good.
We get to go.
Okay.
That's the new.
I want you to go with
You, Sadie.
No, it's not going to be a bad idea. You're going to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
So find a spot